All right, today we're going to talk about accuracy of measurements. This is lesson 1.6. So accuracy comes into play when you are estimating something and it's a little bit different from what the actual accurate measurement is. So a measurement is going to be defined as accurate to plus or minus a half of the smallest division on the scale. So for example, if I measured a person's height and they were said to be 272 centimeters tall, I know that in actuality he could be anywhere from 271.5 to 272.5 centimeters tall. All right, now what effect does this have on area and perimeter if I'm measuring a length and a width? Well, let's look at an example. If I have a rectangle that measures 800 centimeters by 400 centimeters, or at least that's what I measured it to be, that means that the perimeter would be 240 centimeters and the area would be 3,200 square centimeters. So but then I consider my measurement or my definition of accuracy, and 80 centimeters is actually, it can be anywhere from 79.5 centimeters to 80.5 centimeters, and likewise 40 can be anywhere from 39.5 centimeters to 40.5 centimeters. So let's look at the range for perimeter and area. If I use the lower bounds of 79.5 for the length and 39.5 for the width, then I get a perimeter of 238 centimeters as opposed to 240, and I get an area of 3,140.25 square centimeters instead of the 3,200 that I got originally. And if instead I use the upper bounds of 80.5 and 40.5, then the perimeter goes as high as 242 and the area goes to 3,260.25. Okay, so the perimeters differ by 4 centimeters and the areas differ by 120 centimeters. Okay, so the perimeter is 240 plus or minus 2, and the area is 3,200 plus or minus 60 square centimeters. Okay, so how do I use this plus or minus notation properly if I do have a range of things like perimeters or areas? Well, if you know the two endpoints of your range of numbers, then what you do is the first number that comes before the plus or minus symbol is the sum of those two numbers divided by 2, and the number that comes after the plus or minus symbol is going to be the difference, the positive difference of those numbers divided by 2. So just as a different example, if I have a numbers ranging from 50 to 60, if I add those two together, I get 110, and divide that by 2, I get 55. If I subtract those two numbers, then I get 10, and if I divide that by 2, I get 5. So adding them together and dividing by 2, that goes to the left of the plus or minus. Subtracting them and dividing by 2, that goes to the right of the plus minus. And so I get a range of 55 plus or minus 5, which is the same thing as saying anywhere from 50 to 60. So that is accuracy. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow.